right, looks like somebody else joined the fun. Who else is here? Maria is joining us. Hello, Maria. You hear me? All right. All right, I'll give it about 1 more minute. Hello, Maria. Do you hear me?
Come here. You won't take it.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Maria or Jose, do you have any questions? We'll start off with questions first. You hear me, Maria?
Go. Back.
All right. Hey, Jose, do you have any questions?
I'm still kind of reviewing sir, so the study guides that we have right here. I mean, we just continue reading them and we just answer back. And that's pretty much what the post test gonna revolve back to.
Yeah, let me bring that up right now.
No, baby. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, sir?
I'm bringing it up right now. Hold on a second. All right, so yeah, this is the content. Can you see this?
No, I do not see. Your screen? Okay, yes, I see it now.
Okay, yeah. So this is the content for Competency 1, chapters 1, 2, and 3, along with lectures 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, what you want to do is you want to go through each chapter.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just using these questions here. And what I would do is to have these questions right there handy with you. And as you're reading through this material, when you see information that helps you respond to any of these questions here, take notes. Keep in mind during the post-tests, you can use your notes. So definitely use this as a basis for your notes.
Okay.
Noting up here, this is basically a guideline, but strive for each question or prompt here to be at least 1 to 2 paragraphs, using specific examples from readings when you are responding. So basically, these questions and all of these within each of these links here for Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 is part of the test bank for the post-test. Okay. So if you have a response to each of those, striving for at least 1 paragraph, 2 if necessary, using specific examples, you'll be fine. The other component here are the lectures. Now, the lectures, I don't want to discount these chapters in any way. These chapters are important. You want to prepare for them. But it's the lectures that are going to count a little bit more on the post-tests. So this right here, what you want to do is, this is the essay prompt that you will receive right here During the post-test, you'll get this one. Discuss the age of expansion and conquest and its various stages of development. In your discussion, give examples of each phase
Okay.
of its development and show what motivating forces were that finally introduced England into colonization. Now, to prepare for that and to respond to this, what you do is you go through each of the learning objectives right here. Learning objective 1, 2, and 3. And again, you have little guidelines right here. This one is indicating that this one should be at least 2 paragraphs. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this one right here. And so what you're doing is, for learning objective 1, you're developing a response to this prompt right here. Define the age of expansion and conquest and explain how, why, and when it developed. And then to develop a response to that, you've got this video here to go through and or the notes down below. So what you should do when you're done with this learning objective prompt is have at least a couple of paragraphs, 5 to 6 sentences is a guideline for a paragraph. And that would be your response to learning objective 1. When you're done with learning objective 1, then you would go to learning objective 2. And basically the same thing. You open up this link here. There'll be a prompt in there that you want to respond to. It's giving you a guideline here of the response should be at least 1 paragraph. So use that guideline. When you're done with...
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
When you're done with learning objective 2, go on to learning objective 3. And same thing. Now, the combined responses to each learning objective 1, 2, and 3, is the response to this essay prompt.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, so that was my question. The 5 to 8 is between all 3?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that was my question.
That's basically, and those are just guidelines too, as far as the length is concerned. So basically, what I say to students is, if you have 4 paragraphs, it's probably an indication that you could strive to respond a little bit more. If you're getting up to 9 to 10 paragraphs, see if you can edit it a little bit. Yeah, you want to try to get it in between 5 and 8 paragraphs. And the same thing, this is lecture 2. It's the same, basically the same, works the same way. All the lectures work the same way. Get a response to each learning objective, and that it will be your response to the specific essay prompt right there. Right here, there are no due dates in this class besides the pretest, and everyone did the pretest, so that was great. But I do have suggested deadlines. I highly suggest trying to get this competency completed by June 1st, having a post-test done by June 1st. If you do that, you will be, if you could do that on or before June 1st, you will definitely be within a good momentum to complete the class successfully.
Okay.
All right. Oops. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, any other questions?
Now, on the pretest, like I told you, on some of them I saw that your answer was none. Was there an actual answer, or you were just going off ours? I know I already had asked you.
Yeah, the pretests are an assessment tool. Basically, my advice, it's kind of a misnomer taking a competency class in U.S. history. I mean, I could see if somebody was in business and was taking like an accounting class and they knew how to do a data spreadsheet, and so you would be competent in that. But generally speaking, most people aren't competent in U.S. history. And it's not a judgment on people. It's just people just don't study U.S. history. And so my advice on these pretests is just to, as soon as you're done with a post-test, go to the next pretest and just take it. You don't even really have to answer the questions. I mean, it's just an assessment tool. If for some reason I happen to have a student who has been reading nothing but U.S. history books for the last 5 years and has been auditing graduate courses, they might be competent in U.S. history, but I mean, most people aren't going to be competent in this material.
Oh, okay. No, I understand. I was just reviewing. I mean, I always liked history, but it's been a long time since it's about 8 years since I was in school. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't really even bother. You have to take the pre-test, but just go through the pre-test real quick, and then get the content and start working on the content for the post-tests.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Any
No really other questions. I mean, I've been really like skimming through. I've been trying to get it down, see exactly how. Those are the questions I've had. I just want to be sure that's so. The post test mainly refer. Is gonna. It's also gonna be multiple choice or also the essay prompt, right? It's gonna be both.
There will be no multiple choice questions on the post-test.
Oh, okay. So it's all essay prompt.
So again, if you go to the Comp 1 material, chapters 1 through 3, those questions provide the test bank for the short answers, and
Okay.
and the 2 lectures provide the test bank for the lecture. So you'll definitely get both. You'll definitely get both lecture essays to respond to.
Okay.
And then there will be, I believe, let me look at that real quick. Competency 1. Post test. There we go. I want to see how many short answer questions there will be. Yeah, so there'll be 2 lecture essays on the post test, which are lectures 1 and 2, and 5 of the short answer questions from chapters 1 through 13.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's gonna be those 2 lecture questions. So those 8 paragraphs, the things we note down, are we able to use that on the post test? Like you said, like we're able to use notes, or we're just supposed to? Okay.
Yes. So as it says right here, for anyone asking about notes, let me go to share content, share application, just an application. Okay. Share. And then we go to, so yeah. So again, please use the questions within the chapter links and the learning objective prompts within the lecture links and prepare notes for your post test. During the post test, you may use your prepared notes. You may not use any books, other electronic equipment, or work with other people. And again, please do all you can to complete the post test by June 1st.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
Okay. All right. Well, oops, where'd it go? Yeah. Any other questions?
No, that's the main thing. Again, with the short answers and prepare. I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, now I get everything now what we have to do. So pretty much every test is gonna be like that from now on. I mean, pretty much the same. The way you got it here, we can use our note or do the things, the prompts, and then just continue. Exactly. Right. Total of 4.
Exactly.
No, and it's 80% per test, correct? Per post test.
What's that?
That's 80% per test.
80%?
Oh yeah, per post test that we need to complete.
Yeah.
Like we have to accomplish an 80 on each one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you must earn an 80. Yeah, you have to earn an 80% or higher on each one.
Okay. Okay, that's no problem. Those are my only questions, sir, that I had.
Okay. Yeah, and you get 3 attempts per post test. So if you don't stress out too much if you don't pass the first time.
As far as the 3 attempts on the first time, once we put it in, or once we submit it, how long usually does it take for us to get back?
As far as graded?
Yes. That way we can know we need to take it again, or we're allowed to complete the next one.
Please, as soon as you've completed the exam, email me or give me on remind. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, completed the post test. I usually get it done within a day, but definitely within 48 hours.
Okay, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the only questions I had, sir.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, you have a good night, Jose.
Yeah, likewise, sir. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Likewise. All right. Bye.
Can you hear me, Maria?